hope for this video is that you can walk away with a clear understanding of what is involved in setting up a paddock out in the woods for pigs. Now, I'm just giving you an example of how I'm setting up my paddocks, but everybody's woods and everybody's pigs are different. The first thing I'm doing is pulling up the old fence. I currently have my pigs locked in a woven wire paddock, so they have a physical barrier to keep them from wandering around while I'm moving their field. I'm taking all those stakes and I'm putting them in the ground about, I'd say 16 to 18 feet apart. And you can always readjust them depending on how much slack you have in your electric wire. This is the part where I usually recruit one of my kids to hold some stakes for me so that I can do it all in one trip. But we've got the stomach bug going around through the house, so most of the kids are passed out in the living room trying to recover from that. So this is the downside to putting fencing up in the woods, is there are so many trees and branches and brush that is down that I'm really worried that the electric wire is going to short out on one of these things. So I'm going to just place these fence posts where I think they should go. And then once I run the electric wire, I'll have a better idea of what is touching and what could be grounding it out. And then from there, I'll just have to adjust and add posts and just pray that the pigs don't find a weak link and get out. Now that the fence posts are in the ground, I'm going to walk around and lay out 2 strands of electric wire. The strand of wire closest to the ground is probably about 8 inches off the ground, and then the second strand, I would say, is about 16 inches. So the wire is now up. The posts are all put in. So the next step that I need to take is walking through the woods, following the fence that I just put up, and make sure that no tree branches or brush or sticker bushes, a lot of it's just sticker bushes, but they're raspberries, wild raspberries. So I can't really complain too much if raspberry bushes are all over the woods. But when I'm trying to put pig fencing up, they can be quite annoying. So I didn't bring a machete with me. I may end up coming back and doing that. But as you can see, the wire fence heading right there. There's a lot of brush. So I'm gonna go see what I can do to move it. So this right here is a perfect example of what is gonna short my fence out. So I have a choice of either getting another fence post in and sticking it here and trying to move it away, or I may just grab that fence post, scooch it out a little bit and see if that solves my problem. So you can see there's a bunch of bushes, sticker bushes there. So let's see if I can rearrange this in a way. All right, so that solves that problem now. We're coming around. Sticker bushes here. All right, I'm not too worried about little guys. This right here might be an issue. So let's see if I were to move it around a smidgen. Oh, see, now it's touching the tree. Let me see. Finagle. Sure doesn't seem in there very good. No. All right, so I'm just not pushing it all the way in. Looks good. Oh, here's another one. This branch right here. Maybe I can move it. Problem is solved. Moving right along. Looks okay. Looks fine, looks fine. That is sitting real close, but I'm not worried about that. If I hear the electric snapping when I turn it on, I will come back and fix it, but looks good, looks good. So far, so good. All right, there is power. Let's see how much power there is. I'm gonna take this, stick it on the ground to ground it out. Oh yeah, that'll give them a little zing. All right. They are certainly happy. Hey guys. So they still have access to their shelter, to that paddock. That's kind of home base. We've got the straw in there with the building. That building is not portable, so at some point I'll get a portable shelter made, but for the time being, this is working right now. So they'll be able to go in and out of their building whenever they want, and they have the full loop in the woods. And that is it. I'm just gonna grab them their water. Oh, they're so cute. You guys having a good time? Good old Berkshires and their rooting abilities. So I want to show you an example of what their paddock looks like before they have really grazed it and tore it up. And then over here, you can see the line where their fence was and the kind of excavating these guys did. Now, in any other situation, this would be way too much. I would have pulled them off of this area a lot sooner. However, we have some sort of plant. It's an invasive plant that you can actually see part of it up there, right where the pigs are. I can't remember what it's called. I, at one point, did some research on it, but it has taken over. And this whole spot here, come mid-summer, is like a forest of this invasive plant. So I was hoping that with a decent amount of excavating, maybe we could kind of keep it at bay. So actually it's this plant right here with the orange tan colored foliage. So you can see all the stalks of it there where the pigs are now. So I'm hoping that they can keep it under control a little bit. I'm gonna see what the next couple years brings, if I can keep them in this area, to see if they're a good solution to cutting down on some noxious weeds. I get so much joy out of watching these pigs explore. I mean, if a pig was happy, this is what a happy pig looks like. Aww. Now this is the kind of bacon that I could eat. Happy bacon.